They called us the radiators. If we were at a do and there was crowds there from Pier Street, you'd hear one of them saying, "Oh, the radiators are here."
All in all, Ringsend was about the best place in Dublin that you could live. If you weren't swimming, you were rowing. If you weren't rowing, you were playing football.
We swam across the Liffey, across the Dodder, across the Grand Canal Basin, down to Cocker Lake, the Hat Moon Swimming Club. This would be in our summer holiday, 6 weeks off school. We had a ball.
There was a lot of men went out in the boats in the evening time. They were against the law. They were catching the salmon. There was one fella and he told us that they'd better be full of salmon. But if there was a mark on them, you couldn't sell them to the restaurants around. You used to sell them to the restaurants. He said you'd be sick eating salmon in the house.
Had a great time growing up with my dad. My dad was one of the salmon fishermen. He had a bit of a likeness for the few points, and he did fall in one particular night and he got caught in the net, in the salmon net, and the corks, the floats on the net were holding him up. I guess you could say I'm a real Ringsender. I can't swim. I'm in the wrong club and I can't swim, and I've been lucky up to now. So I pulled him into the boat and I rowed like mad back to the slip around at the point. Word went into the school and I was stood out in front of the whole schoolyard the next day. This man, this young lad saved his father's life, and my dad was giving out to me, "Did you tell them in the school it's all over Ringsend? I fell into the water." I said, "That's your name to fame, Dad. You're stuck with it now," and that's it.
It's only in the last 2 months that I realised the history that I have in Ringsend. I used to call man Uncle Willie over there. He used to give me a job. He actually was my uncle.
It's a very close-knit community, and one of the very important things is when a corpse is coming home after being in hospital, they're brought over the bridge, they're carried. Every corpse is carried home. It used to be, I believe, only for the dockers when it started first. It used to be, but then they done it for everybody. But it was originally the dockers.
When I do something, well, maybe you say that's positive. They'll say, "Oh, Deacon's from Ringsend." But if it's something negative that they feel they don't like, well, they'll say, "Sure, he's from Pier Street anyway. Across the bridge, what would you know?" So you take it the way it is.
Between the IGB and the docks and the guys who love going to sea with Irish shipping, they employed a lot of Ringsend people up until Irish shipping folded.
At one time in Ringsend, I'd say you could man a ship from the captain down to the galley boy. I'm talking about, we had captains, we've had engineers, we had cooks, now the deckhands you want, and engineer ratings as well. That at one time now, you wouldn't, I don't even know there's a captain in Ringsend anymore.
There is a dramatic change, but I find we're still holding on to our identity. I think it's still there in a lot of the families that are still Ringsend orientated. I still think there's a great camaraderie there.
I'd like everyone to know from Pier Street and Ringsend that I am now the Lord Mayor of Ringsend. And I am proud to say the local people of Ringsend thought enough of me to make me the Lord Mayor of Ringsend. Even though, Cromwell walked through Ringsend and they were that busy talking and fighting with each other, he walked by, they never noticed. And that was 600 years ago. And look what's happened since. Love the village. It's our town, not your town.